Good morning, Guardians. Briar Rabbit here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Some weapon comparisons, some beautiful Plaguelands footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. I got a big disagreement with another Destiny content creator and much more. So let's just get right into it. Dado Does Destiny is back, this time with a comparison video between the Chaos Dogma and the Outbreak Prime. Now, of course, he's doing a ton of math, a ton of testing to compare these two weapons in a variety of different situations. And I gotta be honest, I was pretty surprised by some of the results. The Outbreak Prime turns out to be, frankly, as good as a heavy weapon in dishing out damage to some bosses in the raid. And that was pretty good. I'm not going to ruin too many of his results. The video is very good. There will be a link in the description so you can check it out yourself. He's also going to be testing the Black Spindle soon, which should be very interesting as well. So make sure you go subscribe to Dado. Next up, a very cool piece of artwork that is now available on Etsy and was created by Engram. Now, this is a 3D printed Engram that's available for $125, and it actually lights up via USB power. I thought this was actually really cool looking. It's a little expensive, $125, frankly, out of my price range for a, Engram. But I did really appreciate the look and design of this thing. I'll put a link to the Etsy page if you're interested in buying one. Next up, one of my favorite peeps in the Destiny community is Mtash. He's fun, he's energetic, creative, and I loved his work at the MLG event in September. Why am I going out of my way to stick my nose up his butt? Because I'm about to disagree with him, and I want to be clear, I am not trying to start beef. I have a differing opinion and would like to have a civil conversation. No hate, just love. So please, let's keep the comments civil. This week, Mtash released a video. I'll link it in the description. It's called A Crucible Rant. Year 1 PvP was amazing. In it, he shares the opinion, which I think is increasing in popularity, that the Year 1 Thorn Last Word meta was the best version of Destiny PvP that we've ever had. Supporting this argument was the fact that in Year 1, when you shot a bullet, it went where you fucking aimed it. He says, and I quote, "It felt like it mattered. Every shot mattered. It felt like there was a skill gap." And later says, now, even if you've got a god-rolled IS Luna or Palindrome, a lot of your engagements are a 4 or 5 shot kill. And back in the day, you would consistently 2-shot with that Thorn, and you would know if you got 3 or 4 shots on someone to kill them, your aim was sloppy. You messed up somewhere. Now, honestly, I think Mtash is looking through some rose-colored glasses here. The Year 1 Thorn Last Word meta was awful. The fact that 2 guns dominated a game where one of the selling points is the hundreds of guns available to collect and use was a huge flaw. The Last Word relied on a glitch to make it a potential 2-shot headshot, basically at any range. It was a broken mechanic that made scout rifles completely obsolete and made engagements so short that it became very much an I saw you first so you died game. And Thorn was the same way. The 2-shot kill potential of the weapon did not lead to an increased skill gap. It led to Call of Duty-like time to kill numbers, where turning on an opponent was nearly impossible. And the burn, the damage over time of the Thorn slowed the game down in the most frustrating way possible. If someone popped you with a Thorn, you basically had to go hide for 30 seconds until your shields came back. And if you were both using Thorn, you probably were, that meant that both of you were just sitting somewhere, hiding for half a minute, just to wait for the goddamn damage over time to go away. And it was constant, because every mother trucker out there was using Thorn. In the video, Mtash talks about the Palindrome and the IS Luna often needing 4 to 5 shots to get the job done, and I think this is the real issue. If Bungie would get rid of bloom on hand cannons and reward players for having good aim, it would go a long way to making the game feel more fun and more rewarding. But just adding in overpowered primaries is not the way forward. We currently have a meta where all primary weapon classes have valid options for Crucible play, and I like that. I like running pulse rifles, scouts, autos, and hand cannons. Having glitched weapons like the Last Word or ones with incredibly frustrating damage over time mechanics, that's not the way forward. Eliminating Bloom, increasing slightly the time to kill on primaries as a whole, these are the ways forward, but that's my opinion. Finally, let's cool it down a bit with an incredibly chill video by Destined Archon titled Destiny, the Beauty of the Plaguelands. Of course, links to this video and all the vids discussed today are down in the description. Remember, if you would like to see a story, topic, or creation covered on Good Morning Guardians, tweet at me with the hashtag Good Morning Guardians. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.